I keep going, I keep going, I keep going up.
I mean, we're cooking with fire here.
Oh, we are tremendously excited.
It's almost like Grandview's kind of having a moment right now.
And you're here for it. 2023 kicked off with Grandview making the Kansas City Business Journal list of fastest growing cities in the metro.
We saw another year of tremendous growth here in Grandview.
The new $9 million Express Car Wash headquarters and showroom opened in the last lot of the now fully built-out South Point Business Park.
Express Car Wash is another big one. It's big, huge. It's like a 100,000 square foot facility.
On Blue Ridge, an all-new Dutch Bros is now open and keeping the city fueled for more work ahead. Like making sure the brand new Whataburger location along I-49 is ready to open to customers this spring.
Eat them up.
Yeah, we are very excited to welcome Whataburger here to Grandview, especially since it will be one actually owned by Patrick Mahomes. And they have said that working with Grandview has been one of the easiest cities that they've had to work with.
Existing Grandview businesses made some major expansions, like the Chive and Transparent Brewing Company, adding a 3,200 square foot event space.
But there's been enough growth and development over recent years that it's sort of become a catalyst. And other people are seeing that and seeing businesses succeed and new housing developments go in. And it's really kind of encouraged other people, I think, to take a closer look at Grandview.
Take a closer look off Highway 150 and you'll see what's going up. It's an all-new neighborhood.
We also saw over 200 new housing units being approved over this past year.
Housing means more residents. More residents means more customers in our businesses, more students in our school system.
Grandview's C4 school district is ready for them. The district made history in 2021 by winning voter approval for $45 million in bond projects. Today, those dollars have touched every school in the district.
We were able to do a brand new gymnasium over in Martin City, being able to expand and enhance all of our playgrounds at all of our elementary schools. But then you also look at our high school and being able to truly make a difference in the day in, day out, everyday lives of our students.
3, 2, 1. All right.
The city also got cracking on $21 million of bond projects of its own. Starting last summer, crews began rehabbing neighborhood streets, the first of 3 years of new curbs, sidewalks, and resurfacing.
It feels good. We restored 34 streets. We resurfaced about 14 lane miles within the city. Vast improvement for the residential streets.
We're spending a little over $7 million on street resurfacing. So 2023, we got 1/3 of that done. The 3 years, the $7 million, we should resurface anywhere from 20 to 30% of all the streets within the city of Grandview.
In November, work started on 2 simultaneous construction projects.
3. All right.
The golden shovels came out for the groundbreaking of an expansion at Fire Station Number 2, featuring expanded living space to make room for a growing fire department.
It's going to be followed up in 2024 by Station Number 3. This is going to set up the city of Grandview for expansion of the fire service for the next 30 years. We'll be able to house up to 18 firefighters.
That same morning, construction got started on $700,000 worth of renovations to transform a building at 1102 Main Street into the all-new Grandview DMV.
And we repurposed the building, refreshed it, completely rebuilt it, and created a brand new facility.
And it's even greater than I thought it would be. And this is a model for the other 173 licensed offices in the state of Missouri.
I've heard this several times from several different people. The best DMV in Missouri is located in Grandview.
Once the DMV opened its doors, crews were free to move on to the biggest bond project renovation. The $5.3 million makeover of Grandview City Hall and Police Department started off with a bang.
Wall-breaking ceremony was epic.
Okay, quite the project.
City Hall really hasn't been updated since it was built in the 1970s.
And so we really focused on utilization of space so that we didn't have to expand City Hall and that we could be able to accommodate future growth. We really did pretty much a clean sweep of the City Hall Police Department floor. And I think all in all, everybody is settled in for the next year until we return home to our renovated City Hall.
click. Awesome.
Even with $21 million in bond projects, Grandview leaders are committed to long-term financial stability and growing the city responsibly.
Sustainable growth is city's bread and butter.
Since 2016, the market value of the city has nearly doubled, from about $1.1 billion to nearly $2.2 billion, all while Grandview continues to have one of the lowest debt per capita ratios in the metro area. That amount of growth is also reflected in the city's budget, including the addition of more dollars into the city's general fund reserves.
6 years ago, our budget was about $30+ million. Today, that number is almost $65 million. So we doubled our budget in 5-6 years.
This growth is allowing Grandview to take its quality services and customer service to a whole new level. From permits to police, city staff is working smarter by leaning into technology.
We wanted to be a leader rather than a laggard. Citizens now have the opportunity to get issued permits and make payments through an online portal on the city's website.
The flock cameras are cameras that are strategically placed throughout the city. They are able to analyze license plates as they pass, and they are run through a database for any wanted vehicles, and we can also access that database to search for vehicles that we're looking for in related crimes.
The flock cameras and the technology has really helped us kind of focus in more on problem areas so that we're able to address those issues as they come up, because we're seeing them quicker.
We were able to create a new position with the Heart of America Criminal Forensic Laboratory, as they will do analysis on cell phone data, all digital equipment, whether it's computers, cell phones.
A grant for new technology integrating with nature led the Missouri Department of Conservation to give Grandview its 2023 Arbor Award of Excellence.
We've received a trim grant from the Missouri Department of Conservation for the last 3 or 4 years. It's given us well over $100,000 to do new trees, arbor software and tree keeper software for tree inventories. All the work we've done with trimming trees and planting new and taking down dangerous trees all led us to be what I call a tree-first city.
And speaking of awards, Grandview's largest infrastructure project in city history is also the most honored. The $15 million I-49 Outer Roads conversion to two-way traffic project has been awarded 6 times over this year and counting.
And this is not only coming from business journals of the world, huge engineering organizations. This is coming from national organizations that are watching out for these type of projects that transforms people's lives.
With a rich history and diversity-rich community, Grandview is putting its stamp on the region. Last summer, new signs were installed in all 14 city parks, while on Main Street, an eye-catching mural, the city's first, went up on the future home of the DMV. The community chose the colorful piece as the winner, paid for thanks to a grant from Arts KC.
So it gets a lot of attention. Anytime somebody comes into town, goes right down Main Street, you see that big, beautiful mural right on the side of that wall. So it brings visitors into town. It's one thing that people notice and remember when they come to Grandview.
Main Street is also taking flight as a stop along the Butterfly Highway. Last spring, the city horticulturist added milkweed to the existing native plant life and transformed a 1-mile stretch of Main Street into a certified monarch way station.
We have flowers flowering, anywhere from April all the way through September up on Main Street, just to make it look a little bit more beautiful. But an added benefit to that is we also create monarch habitat. It provides them food, it provides them a place to reproduce. While they're traveling and migrating, it's a stopover place for them.
So when the Parade of Hearts auctioned off a monarch butterfly, it landed on Grandview's Main Street, and hearts were aflutter. Of course, at the heart of everything we do is the people. Our residents, our businesses, and our staff all working together for a stronger community.
So everybody here really wants to be here, and everybody wants to see Grandview succeed and wants to work really hard to make Grandview the best place it can be for everyone who lives and works here.
In a city that's changing continuously, it's really important to celebrate successes. Sometimes we go so quickly that we don't even realize what we've done. And so we really want to look back and see how far we've come.
The work doesn't stop when you're building up Grandview.
It's fun to see the momentum that the city has now, and I think it's really setting us up for the future.
This year we're going 120 miles an hour with our Heron Fire, and we're not slowing down.